I'm Robert Pitts, and today I'm going to show you a tutorial video on how the step-by-step process on how to clear a gun and to take apart and reassemble a gun. Okay, first, as you can see, those are weapons. We don't know if it's loaded or not. We don't know if it's good or not because we know there's a magazine in it. So that first step process I'm going to ever do whenever I pick up a weapon is drop that magazine. As you can see, there's no ammo in it. Now I'm going to slide it forward. No round ejected. That is a good sign. Now I'm also going to check if the weapon is on safe. It says it's on safe on this side. I'm going to flip it around. It is on safe. Next, we are going to take apart the rifle. So what I'm going to do now is to take apart this rifle. I have to take out two little pins that holds the rifle together. There's one on the front and one on the back. The lower receiver is this right here, and the upper receiver is this. So to take it apart, you have to push these pins out. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're not. This one's being a little pain today. There it goes. As you can see, the upper receiver is now apart from the lower receiver. Now, this is called the lower receiver. This is the buttstock. This is the trigger assembly. As you can see, I'm putting on file. It releases the trigger. That's what shoots the round. Now, I'm going to take out the butt plug and the spring. There's this little right here, this little pin right here that holds the butt plug and the spring in. Now I'm going to push down on it. I'm going to slide the butt plug and the spring out. I didn't make these arms, the military did. As you can see, the spring and the butt plug's out. I'm going to untwist it if I could. As you can see, it's fully took apart. Next, I'm going to take out the bolt in the sliding assembly. There's the bolt. There's the slide. Now we're going to set this off to the side right here. This is a bolt, or the slide actually. Right here looks like a little tray. Whenever you're taking your bolt apart, you want to put all your material in here that came with this on this stuff you keep up with it. So we're going to take out the little pin that holds the firing pin in. Drop that. That's the firing pin. Pretty simple, straightforward. Now we're going to take out the square peg. Just drop it. I know where it is. And there's right there is your bolt. I'm going to set this right there that I know where it is. Now this is called the mushroom. This is what houses the firing pin in one piece, and this is what makes a file. Now, as you can see, it's fully disassembled. This right here is called the star chamber. The star chamber is very hard to clean, So whenever you own a firearm like this, you want to make sure it's properly cleaned. On top. Next, we're going to reassemble the weapon. So we're going to take our mushroom, properly put it in. Now, as you can see right here, there's two little bits right here. You want to make sure that's facing down. So we're going to hold it like this and pop it in. Now there's this other sock on the other side. Don't have none of those divots in it. We're going to put this back in. Properly push that forward. Next, you want to cup your hand around the openings on the bolt. That way the firing pin don't slide out. And voila. Next, you want to take your pin and put it on the firing and put it inside that little hole right there. That's what keeps the firing pin in when you're operating it. Next, you want to put your butt plug and the spring back together. That's pretty much put back together right there. Next, I want to put this back in the butt of the wrapping. There it goes. Next, you want to put the slide back in the wrapping. Has some grooves in it, that way it sits back in there and you can slide it forward, it stays in. Take the bolt, feed it in, slam it forward, and then put the wrapping fully back together. If it wants to cooperate, it's done. Now we're going to make sure it's clear again, because I don't know, someone might have put a round in. It's clear. It's still unsafe. Pull the trigger, nothing happens. Back it again, pulled it. That's the ping of the firing pin release. I'm going to do it again. That's that firing pin. Now I'm going to hold the trigger down, rack it back, and once I release, that is the firing pin recycling back to its stationary position. That way, when you pull this trigger again, hold that metallic ping. Now I'm going to take apart. Okay, now we are going to take apart the weapon. I'm going to try to do it in under a minute. As you can see, the clock is all set at 0. So I'm going to set the weapon down. And 3, 2, 1, go. I'm done on that part. That wind today just blowing. "59 seconds. It's easy if you know what you're doing. You can do pretty much anything. So, I want to thank y'all for coming to my video and looking at the video today. I want to thank my sponsors, which I don't have none. Please sponsor me.